Hi, thanks for being here. If you have been following me along recently, you may have heard that I am going to be running a crochet along. So this video is a little bit of a bonus video, and it is just to share a little bit of information about the Cal. If this is your first time here, my name is Jenny from Inmysparetime Crochet. I love all things crochet, all things yarn, amigurumi, plushies, blankets, wearables, you name it. But this book, I really did think it was a good opportunity to get a bit of a crochet, a community Cal, I guess. And I'm super excited that there are a few of you that have gone ahead and purchased the book, and I'm really excited that we'll be able to do it together. As I shared in my previous video, I was kindly gifted this book by Search Press. It is A Year of Granny Squares by my lovely friend Kylie Moleta at Stitched Up Craft. It's a beautiful book of 52 really quite unique granny squares. They sent it to me to review, and I just absolutely love it. So I came up with the idea knowing that a lot of other people out there love granny squares, and that you too might like to get involved. So I floated the idea, and I have had a good little bit of interest. So I'm super excited to say that I will be running this crochet along. As I shared briefly in my previous video, I was fortunate enough to test a couple of these squares before the book went to print, so I just thought I would share them with you. We have this one, which is Golden Halo. This is a beginner level pattern, and I think you would agree it's pretty gorgeous. I used cotton for my squares, but you don't have to use cotton. You can use acrylic, whatever you want to use. And the second one that I did was the Lotus Pod. This is also a beginner level, and again, absolutely gorgeous. They were really enjoyable to work up. All of these squares, and I think it says so in the book, measure approximately the same size. So, which is, offhand, actually let me get my handy dandy little tape measure. Yeah, approximately 16 centimeters, which is about just over 6 inches by the look of it. Yeah, so there's a lot of different possibilities with this book. I also did mention previously, I think I may have said 5, but there's actually 4 different projects that you can create, so that Kylie has patterns in the book for. There is a bag, a blanket, a shawl, and a cushion. So this is the Frosty Night pillow or cushion. Now, I think it's also important to note that you don't have to use that square. You could make the cushion, but use one of the other squares if you have a preference. And that would be the same for all of these extra patterns. So the shawl is the Hedgerow Berries shawl. So it's using the Hedgerow Berries square. But again, if you prefer a different square, you could use that. We also had the Floating Bloom bag, which is a gorgeous little granny square bag. Who doesn't love a granny square bag? Again, that's using the Floating Bloom square, but you can use whatever you like. And the blanket, the first bloom blanket, I did share that in one of my other videos, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It would be a lot of work, but like, how beautiful is that? So yeah, so you have the options of those 4 patterns as well. Now, I thought I would mention, in regards to the book, it is broken up into the 4 seasons, and each of the seasons has 13 different squares, giving you a total of 52. I have been through the book last night, and there is 21 beginner level patterns. There is 28 intermediate and 3 advanced. So I think, you know, there's something for everyone. And I think it's a really good opportunity, as I've said previously, to learn some more stitches and, you know, maybe challenge yourself a little bit. Here's an example of a beginner-friendly square, number 21, Solar Flare. You can tell that it's a beginner level because of the one skein next to skill level. You have all your abbreviations there, the tools that you'll need, some hints and tips. Got your written instructions, and if you prefer to follow a chart, you've got a chart there. There's also a suggestion of what other square it's going to mix well with or match well with. Yeah. Here's an example of an intermediate level one, Twilight Star. This is part of the summer collection. So pretty. Again, a little guide there for some special stitches. We've got all the list of symbols for the chart, which is at the page. Again, some other ones that will mix well together. Here's an example of an advanced level pattern. There are only 3 in the book. So pretty, but you know, there is a lot of guidance here in regards to doing the stitches. So I feel like that is going to be really, really helpful in being able to achieve this one. Now, I thought it would be interesting to put in a few little guidelines, I guess, with the Cal. I'm not going to say they're rules, but they're just, you know, maybe guidelines just to make it a little more interesting. Now, these are by no means, what's the word? I guess compulsory, because there's no pressure. Like if you have the book or you bought the book and you only wanted to do some of them, so be it. That's absolutely fine. If you wanted to challenge yourself though and try to do the 52 and, you know, even try and keep up with the Cal, then also great. We will be starting, the first week will be August 1 to August 8. So that'll be the first week to start your squares. So if you were thinking of it, you know, and if you haven't already, you may want to order the book because it's only a couple of weeks away. Given that we are all at different levels with our crochet, and for example, if you're a beginner, the advanced maybe you may feel like it's a bit out of your league or whatnot. But if you want to, you know, take part in the Cal, and I thought it would also be fun to have a couple of prizes. So I will talk about that in a minute. But I thought it would be good to have in there the option of having up to 5, no more than 5 swaps. I'm just going to call them swaps. So if, for example, there is a square that you're just, you know, having a lot of difficulty with, you've tried a few times and it's starting to become not fun, then you can swap that out and choose to make maybe more of a different one or just a plain one. I don't know. That's, you know, there's no rules there really, but I wouldn't want people to stop doing it because, you know, they had a little bit of difficulty. So having the option to have 5 swaps, I thought was kind of fun. Now, in regards to some prizes, and again, this is just for a little bit of extra fun because why not? I thought that I would have 2 prizes up for grabs at the end of this, which will be in just over a year's time. I thought that I would do a draw. So for anyone who manages to complete the Cal, do all their 52 squares, all those people will go into a draw, and then I will just draw. It'll be a completely random draw. for a yet to be disclosed prize. And I thought it would be nice to have another little prize just to award some creativity. So, I mean, you don't have to do anything with these squares if you don't want to, but if you wanted to get creative and, gosh, who knows, either make one of the projects from the book or make your own blanket using some of the squares in the book, make wall hangings, make bags, I don't know. Really, the possibilities are endless, aren't they? So, yeah, anyone who does want to get creative, I thought we could, and we might even, for anyone who does want to, I guess, enter that part of the, it's not a competition, but if anyone who would like to enter that, we could, you could all submit your entries, your pictures to me, and then we could maybe even have a vote or something on the channel. I don't know, we've got time to think about that, but yeah, I just think it'd keep it interesting, and I'm actually really excited about this. I have mentioned before that lovely Pamela at Ginger Cat Crochet did send a good number of you lovely people my way, so I do appreciate that, Pamela, and I look forward to having you on board as well. I don't know if I have remembered everything that I wanted to say in this video, but I did just want to give you a little bit of an idea of what I was thinking. So, key things, we start August the 1st to August the 8th. So yeah, that's quite soon. So 1 square a week, use whatever material you desire, no rules in regards to that, just whatever makes you happy. You might want to only use stuff from your stash. You might like to order specific yarns for this. It's totally up to you. The other thing I thought I would mention, I should reiterate, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure at all. It's supposed to be fun. I haven't completed it yet, but I am working on, as long as I can do it, I don't know that I'm that clever, but I am trying to put together a little digital, well, there'll be two things. There will be just a little printout guide which has a list of all the squares. I might even leave an area where if you would like to be able to take a photo of each square and stick it there for later so you can look back on it, if that makes sense. It does in my head, but yeah, I just haven't created it yet, so I am working on that. And the other thing I thought might be fun is if I can manage to create some kind of a digital journal. So that if those of you that are familiar with, what's it called? Oh my God. You know, the app Notably? No, I don't know. Oh, hang on. I'll have to go find out what it's called. Give me a sec. Notability, that's what it's called. So yeah, I'm trying to put together something in Canva where we can, I guess, have it digitally, not have to have, you know, all the paper and everything. And if I can work out how to do it, I'd like to have it so that you can have photos of your squares and be able to sort of drop them into this document, like a little journal thing, I guess. I hope I can work it out, because otherwise I'm just talking rubbish, aren't I? But I just thought it would be good anyway. Some people might like to have a little bit of a, it'll be like a tracker, I suppose, which, especially when it's a year-long cal, I think, you know, just help to keep you on track, motivated, etc. So with that said, I think I will leave it there. I did just want to pop out a little bit more information. If you'd like to get involved, let me know below if you have any questions, sing out. But yeah, so again, the book, A Year of Granny Squares by Kylie Moleta. I believe it's, no matter what country you are in, it's highly likely that you can get it on Amazon. Search Press is the publishers, Yeah, it's also available from Booktopia in Australia. So yeah, I'd love you to get involved if you're interested. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll be back on Sunday with my usual little video, but until then, thanks for being here. Thank you if you watched until the end, and let me know if you're keen to get involved. See you next time. Hello there. Good start. Hello there. If you clicked on this video, you either are here. Hello there. If you clicked on this video, then you might... Hello there. We have an extra little video this week. Recently, if you've been following along, this one is the Lotus Pod, which I believe was classed as maybe a beginner level, but you can see it's gorgeous. And actually that wasn't Lotus Pod. Let me get my facts right. If you're new here, my name's Jenny from Inmysparetime Crochet. I love crocheting blankets, all things granny squares, wearables, plushies, acrylic amigurumi, you name it. Oh my god. If this is... oh my god.